One of the biggest trends that we seem to think about, and it seems to be on everybody's mind, is what are the shoe trends and what is it that you should be looking for, whether you're inventorying your own closet to see if you have anything from last year, because let's face it, with COVID hitting in spring of last year, not too many of us got to wear our cute shoes unless we were, going somewhere, which most of us weren't. So you may have some shoes last year that you're ready to wear this year. But I thought that this is the time of year that we want to start cleaning out our closets, especially, in every section, right? But what I want to talk about today is shoes and how to get those shoes in the right order. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what you're going to wear with what for those shoes. So here's the thing. When you clean out your closet, I think a lot of times we forget the shoes and we just start, building up our shoe wardrobe, and then all of a sudden you have 100 pair of shoes and you've never gotten rid of anything. I don't think any of us needs 100 pair of shoes, and maybe you have 100 pair of shoes, and so maybe that's you. But can you really wear 100 pair of shoes in a season? No. What we're doing is we're wearing the same shoes most of the time. And so I would say, as you're preparing for spring, go ahead and get rid of the shoes that are front and center, or organize your shoes so your spring things are up front and center and the rest are behind. And if you haven't worn any of your shoes for, say, 2 years, I'll give you 2 years at this point, just because I usually say a year, because, trends come and go, shoes don't fit, we wear them out, they get all scuffed up and they're not unrepairable, that kind of thing. I think sometimes we hold on to shoes just a little bit too long because we think, well, I might have an occasion to wear that again. One of the only pair of shoes that I keep, I have 3 pair of these, are special occasion shoes that I possibly have worn once or two, maybe to my kids' weddings or something like that. And I might have occasion to wear that kind of shoe again. But for the most part, I really cycle through my shoes, and I probably buy 3 to 4 new pair a season. And then I get rid of the rest or bless somebody else with them. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to give you the shoes that you should be looking for this season, and let's talk a little bit about them. One of the pairs that you want to look for, and that you might already have in your own closet already, are loafers. Loafers are going to be super popular this season, and there are flat loafers and loafers that actually look like heels. And so whatever your kind of jam is, then look for some loafers. I also think that loafers are really comfortable. Now, if you have sore feet and you have maybe a high arch and you need to have an arch built in, I highly recommend getting an insole. And my favorite one is called 4Care. We'll link it below, because that insole I even wear in my expensive tennis shoes that I used to work out, my sneakers. My kids laugh because I call them tennis shoes, but that's what we've called them our whole life. So anyway, but 4Care, I take out the inserts of my On Cloud super, $130 tennis shoes, sneakers, and I put in the 4Care insole that actually costs, I don't know, $10 around there. So highly recommend. If you've got high arches and you need something to cushion that, then do that. And so when you're getting loafers and you want to put an insole in, I would say take the insole with you to try on. Or if you're ordering online, order a couple of sizes, maybe go up a half size or a full size and get those sent to you. And I know Amazon, you can even order like 6 pair at a time or something, and they don't even charge you for them until like a week later or something. You could have time to send them back, mark it off online. It's a super easy way to buy shoes. But get the same pair that you like in 2 different sizes so you can try it with the insole. And one of the things with loafers this season, maybe get them in a bright color. Get something that has a little bit of a chain detail on it. Those are 2 details that you might see on all kinds of shoes. And so be on the lookout for that. But bright pops of color and chain detail. I'm going to do a video once our closet outfit planner comes out, which we'll release in March 1st. And I'm going to do a video with the different kinds of shoes. In fact, I'm going to order shoes from Amazon for this particular video that I have planned. And I'm going to put together some outfits that are on the Closet Outfit Planner and show you the different shoes to wear with them. I think that'll be helpful so you can kind of see what that looks like. We might even go a little further in depth. I am going to do a spring workshop. For those who purchase the Closet Outfit Planner, it'll be free. It's part of getting the Closet Outfit Planner. You'll be invited, and I'm going to walk you through how to use that. So we'll do that at a later time, but we'll go into depth there as well. So loafers, look in your wardrobe. You might even look for ones with eyelet detail. Eyelet, maybe some ruffles on them, but you can get the sneaker kind that are super casual, or you can get a little more dressy kind. Maybe get it in white or that bright yellow that you're seeing out in the marketplace, or a purple or a hot pink. So there's that. The next shoe that I want to talk about is Strappy Sandals. This season on the runway, I saw Strappy Sandals that strapped all the way up the leg, like up the calf, and then some that were just around the ankle. You may have some of those left over from a few years ago if you're one of those shoe hoarders, you know? That shoe is super cute when you wear like an ankle pant where you can, you know, strap it right around your ankle, and it's sort of the barrier between your ankle, your foot, and the top of the pant. Or cropped pants, cropped jeans. In my newsletter last week, I showed a pair of cropped jeans that are kind of wide leg. And so they hit you, make sure they hit you at the right place. You want to hit where the diamond in the leg is. I think that's another video I need to do for you. But when you put your legs together, you can have your feet stand kind of this way, like your heels together and your feet pointing at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Your legs will typically touch in most places, but then there's going to be a space. Then they touch again. Then there's a space. Your cropped pants, you want them to land somewhere in the middle where there's a space. Because if they hit where your legs touch, then it's going to be a frumpier look, and it's going to make you look frumpy. So you also want to do that for skirts as well. So if you're using a midi length skirt or dress, just make sure, or a jumpsuit, make sure that your hemline hits where there is what we call a diamond in your leg. It's where the space is, not where your legs touch. Another style that we're seeing a lot of, and I think it's due to the comfort of the comfort clothes that people are wearing, but they're Birkenstock styles. Oh my goodness. This is my least favorite pair of shoes. Actually, there's another least favorite pair that I'm going to show you in just a minute, but Birkenstocks have just, I don't know, they have kind of a, they've met their match, I think, this season. But if you're a Birkenstock wearer and you really love that kind of style, you're maybe a pure natural in your dressing, then check these out. They have some cuter styles this season, but again, maybe get something that has a pop of color instead of just a plain tan or black. The next style, I'm just going to go right to it, is my least favorite of the season, and they're called Dad Sandals. You know, they're just a clumpy looking sandal. And they did try to make these in some springier looks, but I'm telling you what, it's not a very, I don't think it's a very feminine look. So just kind of be careful if you are really like, oh, I like that dad sandal. I'm going to say, let's just say no to that. Another thing that we're going to say no to outside of the house, but you can say yes to inside of the house, are what we're calling luxe slippers. These are furry. They've got some pretty pom-poms on them. They've got lots of fluffiness, and they're mostly not the full-footed sandal. They're kind of like the thong type of sandal, so your toes are showing. But if you're walking around the house, look for a pair of luxe sandals that will up your game just a little bit. Another trend that you're going to see a lot of, and you might already have in your closet, is the thong sandal. They're just there. They're out there. And if you have a foot that can wear a flatter shoe, then go for it. But you might, if you have a little bit of foot issues, go ahead and get one with a little bit of wedge, and that is going to help you to be in style, yet have a little bit of impact off of your foot. But thong Sandals are everywhere. You're not going to see as many square toes this season. Square toes were really in last year, and what has replaced square toes this season are pointy toes. And so put your square-toed sandals away or bless somebody else with them and get pointy toes. So whether you're wearing flats that are pointy toes or whether you're getting heels, pointy toes are in. Again, this may be where you need to go up a little bit in size, half size, full size, just to kind of get your foot so a little bit of space at the end of your, where the toe box is, but be in style with pointy toes. Combat boots are in. Last fall, we saw a lot of cute white combat boots. You're going to see those again. You're also going to see white knee-high boots, even for spring. And so I think they're, it's one of those shoes that both of them really, the combat boot and the knee-high boot. Combat boot, a little edgier, knee-high boot, a little trendier. And so if that is you and you think, oh, I want to add that. I know one of our VIP members, Amy Edwards, came to Beauty Boot Camp in a pair of combat boots and they look so cute. She has pretty little silver hair and then she had like the white boot with the black laces and it just did such a complete picture on her. It was so pretty and it was edgy and it was nice and she's not in her 20s, right? And she's she's like me and it was just super cute. Is it a look that I would wear? No, I don't feel comfortable in that. But she's more of either a creative original. I think that's probably where you ended up, Amy, if you're watching this, which I know you do. And so she's probably more in that, but she could be a fashionista as well, style fashionista. But if that's your thing and you think that, if that finishes a look for you, then have fun with that and go for that. If the knee-high boots are more you, then there you go as well. I do think that the knee-high boots probably for spring needs to have a little younger demographic. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's just something that might be a little harder to wear if you're my age, but if that's something that you think you would like to try, then go for it. And then the last shoe trend that has been in style for a while and is continuing to be in style are sneakers. And you're going to see a lot of white sneakers, and you're also going to see pops of color in sneakers, a little animal print on sneakers, colors and in styles, maybe something that's just a little bit trendier than just a plain white sneaker. But you got to have a white sneaker in your wardrobe or one of these on-trend sneakers because that's what we're wearing a lot of, and you probably are as well. But let's think comfortable when you're choosing your shoes this season. And again, I'll do something for you in a couple weeks on really what to really wear when we have the closet outfit planner. But when you're thinking about how to put these styles together, these trends, try them with different outfits. If you're going to be wearing your yoga pants or leggings or your joggers, then you can wear a sneaker or even a loafer with that. If you want to dress that up, depending on what you do on top, then go for a pointy-toed heel or even a pointy-toed flat that you could slip on. But really, and especially when it comes to wide leg jeans, they're really in style this season. So typically with a wide leg jean, you're going to want to wear a little bit higher heel if your jeans, depending on the length, when it comes to wide leg, you basically want it almost touching the ground. Honestly, that's where the length should be. So a flat might be the best for you, but a pointy toe for sure if you're going to be wearing a wide leg jean. And so, but if you're going to do a heel, then go ahead and raise up the heel. When you're shopping for wide leg, this is off. We're not even talking about this today. We're really just talking about shoes. But when you go to look for wide leg jeans, make sure that you take your shoes with you so you can try them on and make sure that the length hits you right at the right place. So just a little bonus information today. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. Inventory your shoe wardrobe, see what you have for spring, look online, find what it is that you think you're going to need. You might want to wait to order until we do come out with the spring outfit planner so you know what it is that you're going to need with those. But until next week, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.